I'm Judy Croon. Welcome to the Judy Croon Show. Today is Friday. That means it is Psychic Friday. And today we're talking to Psychic Nikki. Instead of once a month, Psychic Nikki will be joining me twice a month to deliver her insights and predictions. So a couple of weeks ago, we did career and workplace for the month of March. Today we're going to look at Nikki's predictions so far for 2025. We're also going to look at love and romance for the signs for the month of March. Psychic Nikki, welcome to the show. So tell me what you have in terms of predictions. Let's talk about overall predictions so far for 2025 and for March.
Now, I know it doesn't seem like it, but I still see the Ukrainian war over. I mean, there's a lot of problems there with that press conference with Zelensky and Trump. I still see it over. I still feel like there's a resolve coming up.
Thank goodness.
But there is a lot of chaos in Europe with different countries, which isn't good. And I think like the tariffs that are going on between the U.S. and Canada, I really feel like something's going to backfire. I don't know exactly what that is, but something's going to backfire. And then I predicted the terrorist attack in Mayhem, Germany. That was recent. An earthquake in Japan. And also the disclosure of the Epstein file. So that's all big news right now. There was an earthquake in Vancouver. I predicted that. The Pope's health, big one. I predicted that. Hopefully he'll be all right, but somehow I get a little bit of negativity around that. Also, Gene Hackman's death here.
Now, did you predict Gene Hackman? I don't remember. Don't forget, you do a lot of radio shows. What is your feeling around Gene Hackman and the passing of his wife? Do you think there was anything untoward, or do you think that it was unfortunately just an accident?
Well, it seems to be like a very tragic ending, and the dog was in the crate, and they wouldn't have done that, just left the dog with no food.
Right.
So I think with Gene Hackman, I think, he passed away from cardiac arrest, and I think that his wife, something happened to her as well. I don't feel like there's any foul play here. I'm not sure of that, but I don't think so. And I think she might have panicked. Maybe he died first and she panicked and went to get pills or something for him and, fell in the bathroom. And, or it could be reversed. Like she died first and then he died. But it's a very tragic ending.
It is.
And very sad. And they lived in a gated community and the door was open, but, I don't understand that because they must have cameras there. But I think that they'll find out in due course what happened. Overall, it's very sad. I met Gene Hackman many years ago, and he had traveled with his dogs all the time because I was at a luncheon here in Toronto, and he was there, and we talked for about 15 minutes. Very nice, very, very nice person. And he told me that he had to go and see his German shepherds because he traveled with them all the time.
Aww.
So obviously he's been doing this some time with a dog. They both love dogs and animals, but he was a really down-to-earth person. Morgan Freeman, who did a tribute at the Oscars, I met him too there because they were both there together. Like, honestly, I don't think they would leave a dog in a crate like that. So something very sad happened.
I'm on the phone with Psychic Nikki. If you want to get in touch with Psychic Nikki, her phone number is 416-961-79, 416-961-7976. You can also go to her website at Psychic Nikki. She has all of her predictions for the year and past years all up there on the website, so you can check for Nikki's accuracy. And Nikki is also on X. You can follow her on X at Psychic Nikki. So the last time we talked about career and workplace, how about some love and romance predictions for the signs?
Now, Valentine's is past, but we still have to do love and romance for the signs. So Aries is going to communicate, a little more. There could be secrets that come out in Aries' love life too.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's not so good. And in Taurus, there's a lot of past loves that are going to come up. People that they haven't seen for a long time. I mean, they could have gone with somebody, 10 years ago, and now they're going to recoup So past relationships could come into the picture for Taurus. And then for Geminis, there's a lot of romantic challenges coming up. Tension, all of that stuff, they might want to wait till April.
There's always romantic tension around Gemini.
Well, the problem is Trump's a Gemini, by the way. Geminis change their mind all the time. So that's, I'm not saying they're a bad sign.
Of course.
Cancer can fix a lot of issues in their relationships and resolve in March here.
Okay.
So that's good news for Cancer. Leos, it's not going to be the greatest in the relationships. A lot of Leos are going to go solo. And Virgos, you will be lots of breakups with Virgos as well. What is it?
Not good for Virgos.
Libra will make better judgment for their relationship. A lot of Scorpios will get married or engaged. They're going to have some love issues for sure. So it isn't the greatest time for them. And Capricorn will they'll try to communicate more, but also they might go with somebody from a different country or something like that. And then Aquarius may blame their partner for mistakes, which isn't great either. It's kind of a weird time in March because of the solar eclipse. There's a bunch of stuff happening. Pisces is very negative in a romantic situation. There's a lot of stuff happening in March with the planet. There's Mercury retrograde, March the 14th to April 7th, and that isn't fun for anybody.
Right, so
there's a spring equinox, which is good. That's always good for all the signs.
Okay, when's that?
And that is happening, the spring equinox is happening March the 20th. But there's a lot of planetary conditions happening, and it affects all the signs. It affects the world too,
And that would...
And March 29th, there is a solar eclipse. So it's that kind of a busy month for all this stuff happening. Yeah, but the world is in for quite a big shift here right now.
And how long do you think that'll last for? This big shift that the world is feeling right now.
This year there's going to be ups and downs. So like I said, I still see the Ukraine war ending.
Good.
But I don't know about right this minute, but because, both of them are stubborn. And, there's all changes happening with Russia, Europe, all of that stuff. We just have to be strong, all through this, because in many times before in the world, things like this happen.
I'm going to let her go this time because I know that she's very, very busy. But if you want to reach Psychic Nikki, again, you can go to her, you can call her on her number at 416-961-7976. 416-961-7976. You can go to psychicnikki.com for her predictions for 2025 and many years before that as well. You can also track down Psychic Nikki on X at Psychic Nikki. Thanks so much for joining me again.
Oh, well, thank you, Judy.